Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tea Time with Teacher Esther. So perhaps you are an online English teacher or considering to be one. I joined VIPKid about 4 months ago, and probably the one thing I wish I had known more about before joining was that you do not always get bookings off the bat. So I will talk a little bit about my journey, my experience. I would say the first thing um, was when you start, there may be times that are better than others. For example, I signed my contract at the very beginning of October. So, as some of you may know, China National Holiday is then, and there are several other holidays or things that yeah, just conflict with students booking English classes. So I did not get my first booking for about 2 weeks. And during this time, I think the first thing that did help me get that initial booking probably is redoing my introduction video. I had something very basic I had just made on my phone with some puppets, and I just wasn't very happy with it. So my brother-in-law, he has a nice camera, and I did a nicer video, and my 6-year-old nephew also sang a song with me. It was really cute. Maybe I can share it here at some point. But I think that new introductory video was helpful. And number two, that really helped, especially it just helped put me more at ease. I worked on my internet connection. My very first class, I went to log into the classroom and I could not get in. And it turned out it was probably because I did not have an Ethernet cord hooked up to my laptop. And my Wi-Fi is a little iffy, so I was in and out a lot. So that probably didn't look very good on my record that first month. I already had one teacher no-show, and then I was late to my second class. But thankfully, the new month, things began rolling. My next month, I made probably 5 times what I made my first month. I can do a video at some point about my pay. Um, and so, yes, the third thing that seemed to help me was checking the short notice option. So when you open your availability, you can have it checked so that it can be booked all the way up till 1 hour before class start time. Especially when I was afraid of having technical issues, internet issues, I did not check this one. Plus, I wanted some time to be able to plan, read over the slides, and get my props and get set. But now that I have a little more experience, gain more confidence, I've been opening pretty much everything up at short notice, and I have definitely seen a spike in my bookings. And number 4, I would say open slots a few weeks in advance if you can, because a lot of parents like to plan their children's classes maybe 2 weeks in advance. This way you can also have all your classes, all your availability there for the booking frenzy. Now, what is a booking frenzy? This is the time, it's Monday, Beijing time, around noon, when parents can get online and they can sign up their kids for classes the following week. So this is a very good time to have your schedule completely open and ready. And then I accidentally okay, so some people had suggested that we close our slots and reopen our slots right before a booking frenzy, because this could somehow push you up higher in the, I guess when they get online, they can see the list of teachers. They may see, oh, this teacher, they just opened 40 slots. They have a lot of availability. And I hadn't tried it, but maybe it was a blessing in disguise that I had so many internet issues at the beginning of my time with VIPKid, because then I shut down, I closed all my slots, and I reopened it right before a booking frenzy. And I believe that actually helped, because I ended up getting about 14 bookings that Sunday night. Sunday night, our time, Monday noon, Beijing time. So that was pretty sweet to learn. Number 5, and this one is huge, probably the biggest one. Get as many certifications as soon as possible. So when I applied for VIPKid and I got through the demo and I began working on my mock certifications, I did only level 2 and 3. I believe you can also do level 4 and 5. At least that's what a friend of mine who is going through the process is working towards. And that is actually a really great idea because then when you actually open up your availability, so many more students will be able to see you if they are in those levels. So another thing, supplementary certifications has been a huge blessing for me, especially right now that it's Chinese New Year. They're having Chinese Spring Festival, and sadly the coronavirus is probably causing a lot of students to be home more for a longer period of time as they're not going back to school until possibly March. So the vocabulary supplementary class has been very helpful. There's been a few others as well. Yeah, I have this one student, Candy. She's booked me all week, and we're having a blast every morning at 6:30. But it's still a lot of fun. The supplementary classes. So definitely get those when they become available to you. And number 6, be consistent with your schedule. Of course, if you need to take some time off, I love this job because it is so flexible and you can maybe let the parents know through feedback, or if you do WeChat, which is social media that's very common in China, you can let the parents know. But try to be consistent with your schedule, as parents really like that, when they're booking major course classes especially. And my last point is improve yourself. So I know that I am definitely not where I want to be yet as a teacher, and I am taking 2 courses, which I have linked above in my banner, and I will try to also link below this video, that I am really enjoying. One is an 120-hour TESOL course, TESOL certification course. It is with International Open Academy, and it is only $19. So that is one reason I am taking that one. And there's also another great course. It's more for online ESL teachers. So if that is you, you may want to check this out. It's ESL for online teachers, and it's by Nancy Taylor. Hi, Nancy. Nancy is amazing. So definitely check that out. Linked above and below. So what have you done that has helped your bookings? I know there are some other ideas. I think one I hear about a lot, and I may try someday, is working a couple overnights. I really like my sleep, and I have not gotten up earlier than 5:30 a.m. I'm on Eastern time. And I also haven't stayed up later than 11 p.m. So I'm sure if I extended my availability more into the night, early mornings, maybe I would be able to pick up some more regulars. But yeah, definitely share any of your thoughts, ideas, questions, and I will see you later. See you next week.